All right, I'm going to pack a lot of information on building credit, how I'm going to build my credit, what I'm doing to get credit, and as an everyday person with just a regular job. And so step one was for me to I needed an LLC. I didn't have a business yet. I started my LLC and I got my business account. When you open up a business account, you can you can connect. Well, you can get a business credit card with that if you got good enough credit. So if you don't, well, what I started with, my credit score was a 520, like a 520 when I started, when I actually decided, all right, I need to do something about my credit. So at 520, I joined Self-Lender, and I am not being promoted by anybody for anything I'm about to say. I started with Self-Lender, right? At first, I thought I couldn't do it because it was a year-long plan, and I didn't think I could do that. It wasn't in me to do it, but I did it. I ended up doing it. I finished it, and it was good. My score was up to like 625 when I got done, and I had like $12,000 in debt at the same time reporting. So it was a big, going up and down for me. And then I kept on Self-Lender for a couple of years. I hopped on that thing again. After I finished that first year, I hopped on it again for another year and a half, and I was doing that. And in the middle of that happening, a lot of my debt fell off, so my score just jumped up because of that 7-year period. After 7 years, if you got debt on your credit report, after 7 years, it's going to fall off. So I did that. So at the bank, I got a $5,000 credit limit with my business credit. Of course, I had, they're going to check your personal credit, so you want to at least have something on your personal credit. I had a Capital One card, and then at the bank they gave me a personal credit card. I couldn't even get the business credit. I don't think they gave me another personal credit card. So I had a Capital One with 300. Then I had a Amazon Chase credit card, personal, from Chase Bank. Chase was 500, Capital One 300. After 6 months, my Capital One went up to 1,800, and then my Amazon Chase went from 5 to 1,300. So now I have my business credit card, and that has 5,000 on it. That's what they gave me, 5,000. So after 6 months, I'm expecting a credit limit increase with my business credit, and then after that increase, that's when I'm going to start looking into small stuff to buy, either a tow truck or a property for the low that I can get a hard money lender to fix up for me, so I can, flip it and sell it and make my money back and extra, and rinse and repeat. But those are just some of the few steps that I took to build my credit. Now my credit is up to like 750. Now something that a lot of people don't know about credit is that it's not only about building credit scores. So you think you're doing good just because you built up your credit, you're building up your credit score. It's not about just that. You actually have to build your credit limits. So if your limit is like 300, 500, you have to build that up. So that means that you have to use that card every month. Your usage, utilization has to be good, great, whatever, So I keep mine at 10% and under. That's what I try to do. I don't even try to go for 30. I go for 10% and under. I use my card every month. I make sure I buy something, and you have to build your limits, because they're not just going to give you a $50,000 credit card out of nowhere. That's not going to happen unless you already have those kinds of limits. You know what I'm saying? In your portfolio. So if you don't have those kind of limits, you have nothing. You have to start from the bottom. Get that 300 limit, if that's all you can get, or 500, and then just use $30 to $50 a month on that credit card till they up it, and just keep using that 10% and keep doing that. Never max out your credit cards. Never use it thinking, oh yeah, it's for emergencies only, because life is an emergency all on its own, and you're going to be using it recklessly if you start thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? Credit cards are for credit building purposes only. So that's what I use it for. I don't use more than what I, you know what I'm saying? I don't use more than what I need. And so my $5,000 credit card right now, I had to use it for something, and it was great. I maxed it out using that, and it did not affect my personal credit. And anyway, any questions, comments, that y'all have, leave it on this video, and I'm gonna make other videos based off the questions y'all got for me on building credit, on establishing your business. When it comes to my LLC, I do real estate too. I'm a real estate agent. So what I did was, every time I get paid from my real estate company, since I'm an independent contractor, I have them pay my LLC instead of paying me in my name. I mean, they're paying me, but you know, they're paying it to my LLC, and that way it makes my LLC look like it's making money. Now, this is not something necessary for you to have to get a bank account and stuff like that, but it's what I did, because if you pay me, I got to pay 30% taxes, about 30-40%. But when you pay my LLC, which is an S corporation, that's a whole nother subject, you only paying about 10% in taxes. So that was my purpose of doing that, so that any job that I do as an independent contractor, whether it be roadside assistance, whatever, it pays to my LLC. So that way, I'm avoiding paying so much taxes. So like I said, any questions, comments, hit me up. I'm gonna make videos based on whatever questions y'all got. And make sure y'all follow me on this credit journey if y'all trying to build your credit and build a business.